What is going on, guys? Jack 95 Game here, and I'm back with episode 66 of our West Ham United Next Gen Career Mode. And as you can see, we do kick off the episode here with Timo Werner being cleared for activity in footballs now. Obviously, he's had an injury and he's been out for a while, but he is back there. That is really good to see. So he does make his way, I would say, back on the bench, but actually I think his fitness was a bit too low for this important game against Chelsea. Obviously, they are massive title contenders. We obviously played City in the last previous game, who we said were up there as one of the potential title contenders, but Chelsea, as far as I'm concerned, are our biggest rivals here. And as you can see, the gap between City and Chelsea is 6 points, and that's quite big in the Premier League up the top. When you consider games won and games lost, that is a big gap. So Chelsea are our main rivals here. With Mandzukic, he's caused us problems before. We know what happened in the FA Cup when we was 2-0 up and they come back 3-2, and Mandzukic was definitely part of our problems there. But in the first couple of minutes here, Bakali gets the chance here. 8 minutes in, through on goal, cuts inside there and takes a shot. Great bit of footwork there from young Belgium, but unfortunately his shot is saved by a Petr in goal, I do believe. Mandzukic now picks up the ball here for Chelsea, plays it into John over Mikel, who gets away from his men quite easy there. Mikel, great bit of strength, turns the players just so easy there, and Nigerian gets the shot away, but unfortunately cannot put the ball into the back of the net there, and the game still remains at 0-0 at deadlock. But both teams have had their fair amount of chances here to put the team ahead, real chances here. As you can see, Moses picks up the ball here for Chelsea again in the 33rd minute, takes the ball down, takes his shot from range, and a little bit of help from the post, but it does find a way in, and West Ham United find themselves 1-0 down just like that. Great bit of footwork there from Victor Moses, and it was obviously Nigerian John over Mikel that had the opening shots there, but it was his Nigerian teammate, obviously Victor Moses, that put that ball into the back of the net there, and the duo are just causing us a headache here. But as you can see, we pick up the ball here in the second half with Suso. Great touchdown there, and Moses tries to get the ball back. The goal scorer loses it to Suso here. Great bit of footwork here from Suso. Crosses the ball in, looks for Junior Malanda, who gets to the ball magnificently, I might add. Diving header, but unfortunately it is a great save again from Petr, who is a veteran in this game now, let's be honest, but he still makes some world-class saves. Mkhitaryan picks up the ball, crosses the ball in, looking for Suso, finds the head of Suso, and Suso makes it 1-1. We get back on terms here with a Spanish left winger, right winger, whatever you want to call him. I play on the left wing, so he's got that goal there from just crazy circumstances. I don't know how it found a way into the back of the net, but have a look at this. It's just always good to see. Look at this. Ball comes in, and he somehow gets his head to that, ahead of 3 players, including the goalkeeper, to put that into the back of the net. So the game stays at 1-1 there, and the Hammers are back in this one. Paulino picks up the ball here, plays the ball over the top, and a perfectly weighted ball into Suso's path. Suso keeps the ball somehow, plays the ball back into Bakali, and somehow Bakali, the smallest player on the pitch, turns that ball into the back of the net, and West Ham go from being 1-0 down to 2-1 up just like that. 58 minutes gone, and this could be on the verge of a great victory for the Hammers, and that could even give us the most earliest advantage in the title race this season already. Chelsea, obviously, they want that title back. They lost it last year to us on the last day of the season, but unfortunately, if we keep playing like this, they're going to be in trouble. But Chelsea get the ball back here from poor defender from West Ham, falls into Kevin De Bruyne from Leighton Baines. De Bruyne takes a shot from range, but unfortunately his shot was always going over there, and it does go wide of the mark there. So we do win a corner in the last 10 minutes. The ball comes in from Henry Lasley, puts the ball into Fabian Schär, wins the header, great save, falls to Kulka, falls back into Paulino, takes his shot from range, and again produces a fantastic save there from the Czech goalkeeper, Petr, to keep West Ham at bay. And this game still remains at 2-1. 82 minutes in there, West Ham desperately trying to get that third goal and get that 2-goal advantage and maybe even secure these 3 points, definitely. Veste picks the ball, plays it into Suso. Suso back into Veste. Veste shoots from range, and oh my word, I thought it was going to be 2-1 there. Unfortunately, the Portuguese veteran striker, who's dedicated his life to West Ham, can't put that in the back of the net there. But the game does finish at Stamford Bridge 2-1, and the Chelsea faithful go home disappointed, thinking their team could have gained ground on us, but it wasn't to be, and we get an extra 3 points on our rivals here. Adrian then comes into the office after this game and asks if he can have a boost on his wages, which I'm more than happy to do, and we will see that obviously coming up in a minute. And Winston Reid says about the last match and saying he's in good form and thanks for playing him. But we do go to the contract offer for Adrian. We offer him a 35 grand a week contract with a year extension on his current contract, 5 grand plus on him, 20% clean sheet bonus, and say he's going to be an important first team player, because he's not a crucial first team player with David De Gea in the squad at the moment. But we do go into FC 29 Champions Cup action. Adrian does start incidentally, and Winston Reid. And Timo Werner is back from injury, which is really good to see. And let's see if we can get a victory against FC 20. Obviously, they are a fantastic team, and they have won the Dutch league before, and obviously they're back to the good old times, getting into the Champions Cup. So we can't take them lightly, even though they're probably the poorest team in the group with -8 goal difference. We're looking to get a win against them. Obviously, we've already got the upper hand against them, beating them at their own stadium, but we have to do it now at Upton Park, which should be doable. We just have to see here. Castellanos up front is a great player, but let's get into the action here. Werner, back from injury, picks out just an incredible ball into Danny Ings, who's blazing through the middle here with his blistering pace. He cuts inside of his man rather well there, and he takes his shot from range, but it's a great save there. Falls to Ricardo Vazte, tries to turn the header in, but unfortunately he cannot here. Promise now wins a free kick for FC Twente. Runs over the ball here, he takes the free kick, but it's always going over there, and it's a poor miss for FC Twente, and that was a real opportunity for them. On the breakdown, the 24th minute, Ravel Morrison picks up the ball here, he's bringing West Ham forward. Check this out from the Englishman here. Ravel Morrison just skipping past players for fun here. Look at this, they don't know what to do with him. Ravel Morrison bearing down on goal. What's he going to do now? He's going to cut back inside of himself, and then he's going to make an opening for the goal, takes the shot, but unfortunately he cannot cap off a fantastic, maybe one of the most amazing runners you've seen since Diego Maradona in the World Cup ages ago against England. But unfortunately, he cannot put that into the back of that Diego Maradona-esque run. So unfortunately, it doesn't go in. But we do win a corner here. Henry Lansbury does put it in here to Luis Eduardo, who wins the header, but unfortunately he cannot put that ball into the back of the net, and it does go wide of the mark. It was going top corner if it was on target, but it wasn't, so we just can't be dwelling on that. As you see, Danny Ings picks up the ball here. Great counter-attack football from West Ham here, as Vazte is breaking through on goal here, takes his shot, and again a great save from the FC Twente goalkeeper, keeps them in the game, and it really should be about 2-0, I really do believe, but the goalkeeper has just been in magnificent form. He's been FC Twente's best player, without a doubt here. Rosales picks up the ball here for FC Twente, plays it into Janssen down the wing. Janssen looking to put a ball in here. He kind of delays for a bit there, you know, he's turning inside that, trying to get a clear view in goal. He does get the view, but he plays it back into the path of Bremer, and it's a great save there from Adrian, and he has to parry it, but West Ham do eventually get it clear. Into the second half now, Henry Lansbury picks up the ball, flicks the ball over the top into the path of Timo Werner, obviously back from injury like I said a million times before. He makes some space for himself, takes the shot, and what a way to announce yourself back onto the scene. Timo Werner, the young German superstar, is back with a bang, and yes, like I said, injury just does not faze him, and our superstar is back, and he definitely is the future of West Ham United Football Club. Even though Suso is young, I can see Werner taking him over, you know, if he continues playing this well. He's only 19 years old, Suso is 22 years old, you know, there's a 3-year gap between them, but, you know, 3 years can obviously mean quite a lot, you know, he could be 25 and he can be taking over Suso, you know, it just depends on form, and if Werner grows higher than Suso, but Suso is 85 rated at the moment, and he is playing out of his socks, so we have to see what happens here. Werner on the ball yet again, he's such a main talking point for us here. Vazte picks up the ball here, takes his shot, trying to curl that past the goalkeeper with 15 minutes left to go, but unfortunately cannot find the ball into the back of the net there, so that was a disappointing effort, but look, you see from the replay here, look for a second that it could be curled in, but it does just go over the bar there. FC Twente on the attack here. Castanagos plays, keeps the ball here, looking to play it on in. He does play Mokhtar in. Mokhtar with the ball takes the shot, but that's a great block from the Hammers there to keep the game at bay and keep FC Twente for getting an equaliser here late on. 84 minutes in, Morrison picks up the ball here. Great little turn from Ravel Morrison. He's got the run on the defender here. Morrison sees Mbia fill into the box, and Mbia wins the header, and he does make it at 2-0 with 4 minutes left to go plus added time. That's looking like the game wrapped up, and it's looking like the Hammers have picked up a major victory in this one. Gutting from a FC Twente point of view, but there's nothing they could do about that. They was just tiring. They was putting them in forward, trying to get the equaliser, and Mbia had the legs, obviously coming as a sub, and he put it into the back of it. 88 minutes in now, Gutierrez breaks forward, looking to get FC Twente a consolation goal. Poor turn there from Luis Eduardo, falls into Gutierrez, plays it into Rendala, or Redla, I don't know how to say his name, but he does put it into the back of it. It gives FC Twente a goal, and it could be a fortunate late comeback here, you know, 2-1. You never know what's going to happen here. Great touch from him there, and he takes the shot, but unfortunately, that would nearly be all she wrote. 90 minutes in there, Ings is breaking forward. No, West Ham picked up the win here no matter what, but can we get a third goal? Through a goal, Mbia takes the ball down. Come on, Stefan Mbia. Mbia turns away from the defender, puts the ball into Ricardo Vazte. You would expect 100% to put that to the back of the net, but unfortunately he does miss that there on this occasion, and that is how the game is going to finish, guys. We do walk out of here with a 2-1 win and a massive 3 points in our Champions Cup campaign, looking like we have picked up the group stage win, and we are definitely into knockout stages now without a doubt. So anyway, guys, that is going to bring it end to the episode. Oscar comes in saying he's not happy, so that's a big drama here. A big superstar lays an absolute, just, I can't believe it, a shocking line on us there, and that could be very, very bad for West Ham United Football Club. But I'm going to leave you guys with the league table here. As always, if you did enjoy the episode, guys, make sure you do hit that like button. It is free, and it really does help my channel out. And also, subscribing is free. So if you feel like you've enjoyed this episode and want to see more, definitely hit that subscribe button. And yeah, have a really nice day, guys, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Peace.